Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Chucker TV and the Grand Champions Polo Club. We are here on Field 5 for the first game of the Sieber Memorial. We have Dundas playing against Santa Rita, and we are ready to get this game underway right here. We've got 8 players, 2 umpires, and we are ready to go. So, playing for Dundas is Sarah Siegel Magnus, Juan Cruz Marcos at 3 goals, Mariano Facetta at 4 goals, and Robertito Zeta at 4 goals. Playing for Santa Rita, we have Bobby Gary playing the number 1 at 0, Paquito de Narvaez playing 2 at 1 goal, Paco de Narvaez at 6 goals, and Juan Bellini closing the back door, and I am joined by Cale Newman. And Cale, I think we've got a good one going today.
Yes, Steve, so out of that bowl, and here comes Juan Cruz Marcos. They call him Kaku. Kaku, he misses that ball. Bad luck on that one, but here comes Robertito Zeta. Bobby Gary coming in to keep a close watch on him. Zeta with the windup sends a shot down towards that goal. What's going to happen? Is someone going to be able to get there? Not this time. They're going to run out of real estate. That ball goes wide to the right-hand side. So we'll have a knock-in. Be taken by the team in the purple jerseys, Santa Rita. Juan Bellini with that pretty pink helmet brings that ball back into play. Sends a pass over to the right-hand side, looking for De Narvaez. That is Paquito. With the ball along the sideboards here, loses the handle on it, couldn't quite get up there to pick up that pass. And now it's going to be Zeta. Robertito Zeta crushes the ball down the field. He's got Sarah Siegel Magnus out in front. Sarah playing some great polo this season. They've won a handful of finals together so far. Sarah with a windup. Bad luck there. She's going to send that ball just a little bit wide. So we're going to have another knock-in here by Juan Bellini with the number 4 on his back. Ready to bring this one back into play. Bellini taps this one off the back line. Now sends a big pass up the field. He's got players in motion here, trying to find one of them. He's going to elect to pick up his own pass and send it downfield. He's got De Narvaez working his way down the field. Ooh, bad luck there. Paco miscues on that ball. And here comes Juan Cruz Marcos. Juan Cruz picks up the ball, gets a turn back, facing the right direction now. Juan Cruz with a powerful wind up here, trying to send a pass up there to Sarah Siegel Magnus, but coming in though is going to be Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito sends the ball over here towards the boards, but picked up once again by Marcos. Juan Cruz Marcos over to Facetta now. Mariano Facetta with a powerful neck shot, trying to get it down to the goal mouth, but it's going to be taken out of there once again by Santa Rita. Bellini. Juan Bellini with the ball. He's got a player on his hip here. Bellini elects to send a pass upfield. He's got Bobby Gary with the number 1 on his back. Bobby Gary picks it up beautifully. Bobby Gary working his way down the field, trying to get a point on the board. Bad luck there. That ball takes a hop. And it's going to be picked up here by Zeta. Robertito Zeta. Deep in Santa Rita territory here. Sends a pass out in front for Juan Cruz Marcos.
We got about halfway through, guys, over there.
Juan Cruz Marcos sends the pass now at Zeta. Once again, Zeta with possession here. Zeta up there to Sarah Siegel Magnus now. Sarah tries to get a hold of that ball. Unable to find it, though. Now it's going to be picked up here by Paco de Narvaez. Paco. A little bit of a miscue there. He's able to get spun around and pick up the possession once again here. Paco de Narvaez. Paco keeping control here. Now he unleashes a pass out in front. He's got Bobby Gary on the move here. Bobby Gary, ooh, bad luck. Kicked by the pony. Unable to pick that one up. It's going to be scooped up here now by Zeta. Robertito Zeta also having a little trouble with that bouncing ball, but Paquito de Narvaez with the number 2 on his back comes up, working both sides of the pony here. Beautiful neck shot here, trying to keep control, but he's pushed off of that line, and coming up with the ball once again is going to be Facetta. Mariano Facetta sends the ball down. And Bellini gets a hold of that one, sends a back shot over here, looking for one of his teammates.
It is half Chucker whenever
he finds Paco de Narvaez. keeping control here. Big shot downfield. He's got Bobby Gary on the move. Bobby Gary picks it up. Bad luck, though. That one's going to stay on the playing field, and it's going to be scooped up here by Zeta. Robertito Zeta sends it over, looking for one of his teammates, but Paquito comes up with that play. Paquito over to his father, Paco. Paco, bad luck there. Not the shot he was looking for. That one's going to go wide over the back line, and we do have an umpire's whistle here. Stopping the action. This is for our courtesy change.
First courtesy horse change of the tournament right here. So 2:46 left in the period. And, you know, Cale, both of these teams pretty even. I mean, from the first bowl in, that's the first break in the action that we've had.
Yeah, you know, we had a couple missed goals down on the other end over there by the trailers, and we've had a couple knock-ins, but, you know, you're right, these teams are very evenly matched. Both of these teams are actually 11 goals playing in this 12-goal tournament, and so far I'm really liking this matchup.
This is a nice, easy game. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit, not going too hard, but just hard enough, and I expect the action is going to pick up the further we go along deeper into this game.
Yeah, we're still scoreless here in Chucker number 1. 0 still on the scoreboard down there. This is, I believe, our third missed goal of the game so far.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, a lot of work going on out there for no goals on the board.
That's exactly right. They're running up and down the field. I think we've been at both ends a couple of times now.
Yep, yeah, we have, and only one bowl in, and that was to start the game. So no balls out of bounds, no fouls blown yet. Both teams playing pretty clean, and like we mentioned, it's pretty darn even. So Juan Bellini coming back on his fresh pony. This is Santa Rita's first game, first time we've seen Juan Bellini play this season in the tournament. Of course, Dundas, their 8-goal team, won the Aspen Valley Cup and also won the first 12-goal tournament, the limited edition. So the umpire calls play, and we'll have a knock-in by Dundas.
Dundas brings this one into play here. That's Robertito Zeta, the number 4 in black. Zeta sends a powerful shot up the field here. He's got Sarah Siegel Magnus working her way down the field, having a little trouble with that bouncing ball, and Juan Bellini, ooh, bad luck there. Bellini's back shot into a pony. And Facetta now. Mariano Facetta leaves that one behind here for Zeta. Robertito gets his pocket picked here, and it's going to be taken out of there by Paquito de Narvaez. De Narvaez loses the handle on that and has to leave it behind, and now Mariano Facetta back in control. Gets the ball turned back, facing the right direction now, and look at that. Out of nowhere, Paco de Narvaez comes in and picks his pocket, steals that ball back, sends it over to the boards, looking for Paquito. And that ball still on the playing field. I thought it took a hop, but it did not. Now it's going to be Bobby Gary coming in, stealing this ball back. Bobby Gary working his way down towards the goal mouth. Bad luck there. Miscues, overrides. That ball still rolling. It is still a live ball. Didn't quite make it to the end line. And now Zeta once again on the ball. Robertito Zeta. Shot downfield. He's got Sarah Siegel Magnus here. Sarah, bad luck. She couldn't quite get a hold of that ball. Now Paco de Narvaez picks it up over here on the boards. Paco de Narvaez. He's being watched closely here by Mariano Facetta. Paco winds up, sends a pass, trying to find Bobby Gary. Bobby Gary not quite in the right position to receive that ball, but look at that. He gets back on that line and picks it up on the near side, now on the offside. Bobby Gary back to the near side now. Bobby Gary doing a nice job. This is his first tournament game of the season, and he is doing a fantastic job so far. And Zeta, once again from the back of the pack, crushes the ball down the field. Up in front here looking for his number 1, Sarah Siegel Magnus. Sarah picks it up, working her way down the field, trying to keep control here, loses the handle on it. Now it's going to be Juan Bellini. Bellini picks it up once again. Sends a ball back over here looking for young Paquito. Paquito. There's the 30-second warning horn. Less than a minute left to go here in Chucker number 1. That ball gets left on the sideboards, and it's going to be picked up here by Juan Bellini. Bellini trying to dig that ball off the sideboards. Bellini gets it off the boards. Not a lot of time left. Bellini sends a shot towards the goal mouth. Will it go? Bobby Gary gets it done right before the end of the chukker. Bobby Gary scores the first goal of the match.
Wow, this just looks like classic polo, fun polo right there. Players all quiet, hitting long shots. Sarah up front where she a good number one should be, and this looks just like a fun game to play right here. And a fun game to watch so far, so stay with us on Chukker TV. We'll be right back after this brief break in the action. Welcome back, everyone, to Grand Champions Polo Club and Chukker TV, and we are getting ready to get underway the second chukker of play in the first game of the Sieber Memorial 12-goal tournament. 4 teams in this tournament. Everybody plays everybody one time. Top 2 teams going to the finals. Don't quite have a schedule out yet. These 2 teams said that they could play before the schedule came out. We're happy to see that because we've got polo on Monday. Then, of course, don't forget to join us at 4 o'clock this afternoon on Chukker TV for the third game of the $100,000 World Cup. So, Dale Schwetz, Frankie Ayala are 2 mounted officials out on the field, both in red umpire shirts. And in case you just joined us, we have Dundas playing against Santa Rita. And 2 11-goal teams, and that first chukker was just nice. Polo, players quiet, hitting to each other. No hard bumping, not much tinkering with the ball. And, Cale, I would like to see another 5 chukkers just like that first one.
Yeah, man. We were scoreless up until about 5 seconds left in the first chukker. We got the first score on the board there by Bobby Gary, who took a pass from Juan Bellini and just popped it right between the uprights, right before the double horn was supposed to go. So yeah, chukker number 2 set to begin here. Just waiting on one more player. I think he had a tack adjustment down there.
Yeah, looks like they're adjusting a little tack down there. Hard to tell who that is. Is that Bobby Gary?
Yeah, that's Bobby Gary down there. So while we have a little bit of time, we got this 4 o'clock match. This is going to be a battle. We got Richard Mill lining up with Mark Ganzi, Peroto Cambiaso, Heta, and Lolo Castagnola taking on Performance Polo, Tommy Collingwood, Santi Torres, Carlitos Crescita, and Pecco Poggetto.
Yeah, Richard Mill, of course, congratulations to them winning the first World Polo League 26-goal tournament, the All-Star Challenge, right there. And, of course, you know, Peroto and Mark played against each other in the finals the other day, and today they're teammates.
Yeah, that is true. I got to talk to Mark a little bit yesterday, and I don't want to say he was nervous, but he was a little anxious about this game, about this switching having Perotto on his side, and I'm sure Adolfo's going to be in the tent.
Oh, I would imagine he's down in Dundas' tent right now.
Yeah.
So.
Adolfo watching a lot of polo today. So here we go. Ball put back on the ground here. Coming out of the bowling very quick here. That's going to be Mariano Facetta. Facetta with the number 3 on his back. Picks up the ball, working his way down. Unfazed so far. Got a player trailing behind, but he's going to escort that ball right between the uprights. A very easy run there for Mariano Facetta. And now we're heading back to center field. And, of course, switching directions as we do after every goal is scored, so that neither team gets a wind, sun, or field advantage.
So Mariano Facetta winning that bowl in, only the second bowl in of the game, and taking it right from center down to goal, and a score of 1-1 here in the second on the board.
Teams line up on the umpires. Umpires waiting for a clean and proper lineup. They see it. That ball put back on the ground. Paco Denari got a touch on that ball, but it's going to be Facetta now. Once again, Facetta, he's hot. He just scored down on the other end, looking to do so. Sends another shot up here, looking for Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Sarah drops in on that line, and Sarah pops a goal right back up onto the scoreboard here. So 2-1 now, with back-to-back goals by Dundas.
Just shows you can't leave Sarah alone. She's been out front, been unmarked a little bit here and there, and that time they played her for a miss, and she did not miss. Sent it right on through, giving Dundas 2 goals in this period to take the lead to 2-1.
Yeah, so Sarah, Mariano, and Robert Tito, they won the first 8-goal tournament.
Aspen Valley Cup.
The Aspen Valley Cup. These 3 players play really well together, and it shows. So out of this bowl in here, that's going to be Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez sends a pass up the field, looking for Bobby Gary. Out in front here, Bobby Gary trying to get there before it crosses the end line. Bobby Gary gets a hold of that ball now. Not quite the shot he was looking for. It's going to be picked up and stolen out of there by Dundas. I believe that is Facetta with the ball. Drops it back behind here now for Robert Tito Zeta. Zeta. He's got a player on his hip. That's Paquito. That ball left over there on the sideboards. Picked up now by Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez sends a shot out in front here, looking for his son, young Paquito. Paquito working his way down towards the goal. Paquito pops that one right between the uprights, puts another point on the board here. And
Paco, seeing his son break towards the center, hits a high lofting shot, and Paquito had to let that ball settle so he could find it. I think he lost it temporarily up in the sky, but able to find it, and also able to find that goal. So a score of 2-2 in favor of nobody.
so out of this bowl in here, ball sent down the field. Sarah Siegel-Magnus drops in on that line. Perfectly placed pass here for Sarah, but having a little trouble with that bouncing ball. And it's going to be Paco de Narvaez picking up the ball. He's got players downfield. That ball dropped right here in front for the number 1, Bobby Gary. Bobby Gary working his way down the field. Gary doing a nice job. Beautiful shot here. Beautiful approach shot. But it's going to be stolen out of there and backed out of the danger zone. Coming up with it once again is going to be Facetta. Mariano Facetta sends the ball down, trying to find one of his teammates, but Juan Bellini gets there. And look at that. Zeta smacks that one out of the air, but Paco de Narvaez gets a hold of it. Paco sends it down. Paquito tried to get a hold of that ball, but it's going to go wide of the goal, so we're going to have a knock-in.
3:25, good time for a break, and let's fix the scoreboard.
So whistle sounds, and this is going to be our second courtesy change of the match here. And we're going to allow these players to hop on a fresh mount, and then we will return to the action after this short intermission.
Yeah, 3-2's on the board right here. So, scorekeeper just got confused maybe. A little easy to do with the sun in your eyes. Hard to see possibly at the other end. So we will correct the score here. Second chukker, 2 apiece. goals by Sarah Siegel Magnus in this chucker for Dundas, and also Mariano Facetta in this period for Dundas, and a goal to end the first chucker by Bobby Gary, and then Paquito de Narvaez sends one through here in the second period. So 3 goals scored here in the second period of play, and that makes everything all knotted up at 2 apiece.
Like you said, Steve, right at the end of the first chucker, that was a beautiful first chucker of polo, and this is turning out to be a beautiful second chucker as well. I really am enjoying this Monday of polo, which is not something I say often when there's polo on Monday. It tends to be because of a rain makeup or something like that, but we just have so much polo going on that we had to have some games on a Monday, and what a beautiful game to watch.
It is a nice game to watch, and everybody's kind of calm, cool, collected, and you know what? I wish we had more of them like this. Polo designed to be fun. It is a hobby for some and a lifestyle for others.
Exactly. So off the back line here, Zeta brings this one back into play, sends a pass kind of about halfway through the pack there, and Facetta picks it up, pops it back up in front here for Sarah. Magnus having a little trouble with the bouncing ball. Bad luck there. Now it's going to be Juan Bellini. Bellini traps that ball, gets it turned back, facing the right direction now. Bellini. Juan Bellini. Not the shot he was looking for. Got a little bit underneath that one, and it's going to be stolen out of there by Facetta. Mariano Facetta, his pass picked off now by the number 3, Paco de Narvaez for Santa Rita. Paco de Narvaez gets a hold of that ball, sends it over. Trying to find Paquito. Paquito picks it up, sends it up the field, or trying to send it up the field, but it's going to be Juan Cruz Marcos to get a hold of that one and send it back. Juan Cruz Marcos, his ball over here, picked off now by Facetta. Bellini, I think, got a touch on it, but Facetta sends it down towards the goal, where he has Sarah Siegel Magnus trying to get there, but unable to find that ball. It's going to be picked off now by Juan Bellini once again. Bellini to Paco. Ooh, bad luck there. Having some trouble with this ball. Now Bellini back in on the action, picking up that broken play here. Bellini looking downfield. Now he releases the ball down there. Out in front, he's got Bobby Gary with the number 1 on his back. Bobby Gary, bad luck there. Couldn't quite get all of that one, and now it's going to be backed out of there by Facetta. Mariano Facetta, his ball over towards the boards. Juan Cruz Marcos comes in, picks up the play. He's got Paquito on his hip here. Paquito does a nice job keeping Juan Cruz Marcos away from that ball and allowing Paco de Narvaez to pick up the play. Paco now crushes the ball downfield. He's got Paquito and Bobby Gary downfield. Bobby coming in. Gary picking up goal number 2 on the afternoon here. Nice job there by the entire Santa Rita squad.
Paco seeing Bobby Gary out front all alone, had 3 steps on an opponent, and Bobby Gary putting it right on through. So Bobby Gary's second goal of the game, 1 in the first, 1 here in the second. And of course all 8 players will come back for the bowl-in. Our 2 mounted officials, Dale Schwetz, Francisco Ayala, and Santa Rita on your left in purple, Dundas in black on your right.
Umpire Dale Schwetz puts that ball back on the ground, comes out all the way through the pack, picked off now by Facetta, Mariano Facetta. There's a 30-second warning horn, not a lot of time left. Paco de Narvaez with a little back shot here, sends it across field, where it's going to be picked off by Juan Cruz Marcos. Couple players come together, and the umpire's whistle sounds, and that's going to do it for chucker number 2.
Yep, ending on a foul here in the last part of the second period after the 30-second warning horn. So stay with us. We've got 4 more chuckers of nice, clean, relaxed polo to go here on Chucker TV. The Sieber Memorial, hosted by Grand Champions Polo Club. We are live on Chucker TV at the Grand Champions Polo Club, and we have one more period to go before halftime here in the first game of the Sieber Memorial. And Santa Rita leading by 1 goal. Nice paced polo game. Not too electric, not too intense, but Cale, both teams making some good plays really. And, you know, this is the kind of polo that bring sponsors into our sport when you see a game like this.
That is correct, and 2 great sponsors out there right now. Sarah Siegel Magnus, which the viewers at home have seen a lot of her so far this season. They basically play in every tournament that we have in some capacity or another. And then Bobby Gary, who's another great sponsor here at Grand Champions. I know he plays in Aspen, and I got to meet him for the first time a couple weeks ago. Really nice guy.
Well, there's not too many of us around, so, you know, it's always great to have another one. And getting back to Dundas, they have won 2 tournaments so far this year with the Aspen Valley Cup and the limited edition 12 goals. So
that is correct.
This is their second 12-goal tournament.
Yeah, and a little bit of a lineup change on the Dundas team from the first 12 goal. They were playing with Hugo Taylor. This tournament, they have Juan Cruz Marcos. So we ended with a whistle in Chucker number 2, and it was a right-of-way violation. This is going to be a penalty number 4 to go in favor of Dundas. Here comes Robert Tito Zeta with the approach. Zeta with the wind-up sends that one down, and bad luck there. It's going to go just wide to the left-hand side, so we're going to have a knock-in here. Juan Bellini back there behind the ball, ready to bring this one in for Santa Rita. Bellini taps this one back into play. Off the back line, he's got a couple players in motion downfield. And he elects to send a pass over here towards the near boards. He's got Paco de Narvaez coming down, working hard with Faceta on his hip. Not quite the shot he wanted to get off there, but it's going to be picked up now by Paquito. Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito trying to keep control over this ball. Sends it down towards the goal mouth. Paquito gonna escort that one right between the goalposts, putting another point on the board here and doubling up Dundas on the scoreboard.
That's a pretty nice play by a 1-goal player right there. That's probably another up-and-coming star that we're going to see in the future.
That is correct, and he played an amazing game yesterday in the $100,000 World Cup for the Santa Rita team.
Yeah, what a game that was, in case anybody out there in Chucker TV universe missed it. You missed a heck of a game. Back and forth, and Richard Meal edging out Santa Rita by 2 goals at the end. But nice play, back and forth, up and down the field. Little intense here and there, but the umpires did a great job of keeping everything under control.
Yeah, they did. We got a good group of guys wearing the stripes this year. And right now we have an official timeout for a pony. All of the rules, of course, are designed first for the safety of the horses, second for the safety of the player. And we do have a timeout here to change a pony. So we will allow Bobby Gary to hop on a fresh mount. And then we will resume the action with Bolin at center field.
And polo about every day this week, isn't
Pretty
there?
much.
I don't think we have anything for Chucker TV on Wednesday.
No.
But we do on Tuesday another game at 4 o'clock in the $100,000 World Cup where Beverly Equestrian will take on Great Oaks. And then a doubleheader on Thursday.
Doubleheader on Thursday. We got the semifinals of the 100K.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are going to be some really good games. We're going to find out who is going to be playing in those games. At least one of those games will be set this afternoon. And then, of course, after tomorrow's game, we'll have the both semifinals set and ready to go. Those are going to be played in the afternoon on Thursday, 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So be sure to tune in to that. And then, of course, the final is going to be on Sunday, the 28th at 4 p.m.
At 4 o'clock, and what a game that's going to be.
I'm excited for all three of these games, or all of these games that are coming up. So out of the bowl, and here comes Paco de Narvaez. Paco with the ball. He's got Zeta keeping a close watch on him. Paco unleashes a pass, trying to find his son. And look at that. Nicely done there by young Paquito. Picks up that ball, sends it down towards the goal. But Juan Cruz Marcos got there first and saves that one from going in. It was about dead center between the posts when Juan Cruz Marcos got that one stolen back. Now Faceta, Mariano Faceta with possession. Unleashes a pass downfield. A little bit of a centering shot down here, trying to find Juan Cruz Marcos. He gets a hold of that one, pops it up in the air now, following up his own shot here. Little taps out of the air. Juan Cruz Marcos, one more time. Can he get it done? Ooh, he was unable to get that one through the post. It's stolen out of there by Santa Rita. Now, trying to get back on the ball, and look at that. They're able to recover and put another point on the board.
Yeah, Juan Cruz Marcos unable to finish that play, and Santa Rita had a chance at saving that goal, but Mariano Faceta picks up the loose ball and just walks it right on through with a little tap shot. So we've got Dundas catching things up, a score of 4-3 in favor of Santa Rita.
Back here at center field for the Bolin. Ball put on the ground. Coming out of there with it is going to be Juan Cruz Marcos. Picks it up. Ooh, bad luck there. That ball took a hop right as he was on the downswing, but it's going to be picked up now by Zeta. Robertito Zeta sends a shot down, trying to find Juan Cruz Marcos once again. Can he get there? I think Sarah got a touch on that one. Now Zeta tried to get that one between the goalposts, but it's going to go wide to the left-hand side. And Juan Bellini back there behind the ball, ready to bring it in for the knock-in for Santa Rita. Bellini brings this one back into play. Crushes a pass downfield. He's got his number one, Bobby Gary, in the perfect position to receive this pass. Bobby Gary picks it up, continuing this drive down the field. Bobby Gary. He's got Robertito Zeta coming in behind. Bobby Gary, though, doing a fantastic job, working his way all the way down. Can he get another point on the board? Not this time. I believe that ball is still live. It was left on the field, and Zeta picks it up now. Coming in is going to be Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito gets a hold of that one, picks up the broken play, and puts another point on the board.
3:30, yes. Wait till you get back to the bowl in, blow the whistle.
So, another point goes on the board for Santa Rita. And Paquito de Narvaez picking up goal number 3 on the afternoon as we head back to center field. And there, of course, is the whistle for our courtesy change.
And the courtesy horse change designed to help these horses recuperate just a little bit faster, and sometimes the players need it as well, and sometimes we as announcers, we need it as well too, Cale. So
yeah, that's correct. Sometimes I got to take a breath every now and then.
Yeah. So just one player from each team choosing to change horses. So horses getting a little bit more fit as the season goes on, and of course Juan Bellini has made an excellent point that horses might take a bad step in the 5-minute or 6-minute mark of a period. So that's why we do it at halftime or halfway through the chukker, whenever there is a dead ball, such as a goal being scored, ball out of bounds, or an infraction of the rules and a whistle by the umpires. And we certainly want to keep all of our ponies safe. They are like family to a lot of players. They have a lot to do with the handicaps of a player, and you can't hit the ball if you can't get to it. So protection for the ponies.
That is correct. The ponies definitely come first in the sport of polo because we cannot do what we do without them. So back here, teams lining up here at center field, ready for another bowl-in, get this one back on the ground. Sarah Siegel-Magnus comes out of there with the ball. She won that bowl-in, but she's going to lose the handle now. Coming up with it is going to be Zeta. Robertito Zeta. Little miscue on that. Left that one behind, but Juan Cruz Marcos in the cleanup position. Picks up that ball, sends it across field. Not quite the shot he was looking for as Juan Bellini coming through, picks it up. Now, a couple players come together. And Paquito de Narvaez sends it up the field trying to find Paco. Paco traps the ball. Now, leaves it behind for Paquito. Paquito pops it up in the air. Picks it up. Hit that one about a foot off the deck. Paquito still in possession here. Sends the ball up the field now for Paco. Unable to keep control here. Juan Cruz Marcos comes in and deep into the corner. That ball is still alive. They're trying to get it out of that corner down there. And here comes Juan Cruz Marcos. Got a touch now. It's going to be Zeta. Zeta sends it up here. Sends a big one downfield. Sarah Siegel Magnus playing the perfect number 1 position out in front. Receives that pass, working her way down the field. She's got a couple players coming in to apply some pressure here. Paquito trying to get there. Sarah Siegel Magnus unable to make that one happen, but look at that. What a shot by Robertito Zeta. Picks up the broken play, pops it right between the uprights, putting another point on the board here. So Dundas now trailing by just 1 point yet again.
Sarah taking that ball down through, leaving it just to the right-hand side. And Robertito Zeta coming through and playing cleanup and putting that goal on the board to bring their team within 1 goal of Santa Rita. So, little courtesy horse change here. Santa Rita, first game of the tournament. But we're going to have a tack timeout right here for Dundas, and also a timeout for the umpires to pick up a loose shoe on the field as well. We certainly don't want any horses stepping on that shoe, especially if the nails are up. You certainly wouldn't want to drive over it with your car, and we certainly don't want a pony to step on that horseshoe.
Whenever there's a break in the action and there's a piece of debris on the field, the umpires will, if they can get it with their pickup stick, they'll do it. And sometimes you'll see a helpful player come over and try to help with the mallet as well. But we got that piece of debris moved. We got all the players back out on the field, lined up here at center field, ready to get the ball back on the ground. So, umpire Sweats has him lined up, puts that ball on the ground. Coming out of there, Paquito de Narvaez. De Narvaez on the near side, having a little trouble, couldn't quite keep it with him. Now it's going to be Facetta. Mariano Facetta drops it back behind here for Robertito Zeta. Zeta now unleashes a pass downfield, looking for Sarah Siegel Magnus. Sarah, bad luck there, having a little trouble with the bouncing ball. A couple players override. Now coming in is going to be Paco de Narvaez with a beautiful shot over here, looking for Paquito. Paquito picks up the ball, working his way down the field, trying to keep this drive alive, but it's going to be Zeta now for Dundas. Zeta with an open back shot here, setting up Facetta. Mariano Facetta, the number 3, sets up Sarah Siegel Magnus now. There's a 30-second warning horn. Facetta continuing that drive down the field, but Juan Bellini is there, and he sends the ball back, trying to set up De Narvaez. Coming up with the ball now is going to be Mariano Facetta now. Facetta, beautiful shot here, sends it right between the uprights, and we are all tied up going into halftime.
Going into halftime, and 3 goals by Dundas that period, 2 by Santa Rita. So that's Mariano Facetta's 3rd goal of the game. Stay with us. We'll have a halftime breakdown with umpire Dale Schwetz to get his comments on this game. And we'll be back with Chucker TV after this brief break in the action.
motive for murder.
TV. I'm Steve Lane, and I'm here with Dale Schwitz, one of the amount of officials in today's game, the first game of the Sieber Memorial. And Dale, this just looks like a nice, easy, fun game.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Steve. Yeah, it's been a great game. I mean, both teams lined out very similar. Bobby in the front, Sarah in the front. All the pros are using their sponsor up in front and pulling the team. They both like to pull the team, but a very clean, open, nice game. Very cool.
Yeah, and I was going to mention both sponsors involved. I mean, all 8 players involved in the game, and the score of 5-5. I mean, you can't get any more even than that. And you know what? Foul free. I mean, how many fouls have we had? One. That's it. So, you know, we've had more bowlings than we've had fouls.
Well, according to Bellini, we might have missed a couple, but you know, he's the captain of his team. But you know, talk about Bellini, Juan, and Steve, and the Sieber Memorial. You know, this has a great history. This tournament comes from Boca Raton, Rob Sieber, of course, the whole Sieber family, and not just that. But when I first started playing polo with Juan and Melissa and Mark, we're both starting to play, and we used to play together in the 12 goal. And we actually played in the finals this. We always talk about that goal a minute. I talk a lot about that on Chucker TV, and that's where it comes from, because we actually were in a game. We were down by 6 goals with 6 minutes left in the game, came back, went into overtime, and won it. So it's always a huge win, and I'm sure Mark and Melissa and Juan will tell you the same thing, that you know, you never forget those. And also, Memo Garcia, I think only did it one time in his whole career. Had that opportunity. So it was a big win, but of course the Sieber Memorial has a lot of history for us, and it's great to have it from Boca here at the Grand Champions Polo Club.
Is there another person out on the field that you played against in that game?
Well, you know, we chuckled about it a little bit today, because I'm actually working with Francisco Ayala, who's going to be working with our umpire crew here, and we were chuckling a little bit, because actually Francisco and Pablo Dorniak were all 2 of the pros on the other team that we beat. So he actually brought it up to me. He's like, the Rob Sieber Memorial. And so it's kind of history, but the history of the tournament's great, and to see that carrying on here, and I know that means a lot to the Grand Champions Polo Club.
So a few memories from the background of Dale Schwitz and Francisco Ayala, 6 goals in the 6 chucker to come out victorious in that game. Thank you for joining us, Dale. We'll let you get mounted back up.
Yeah, you can't see me smiling under this mask, Steve, but you don't lose that smile when you win a game like that. So thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me.
That's right. Stay with us on Chucker TV. We'll be right back when the action continues here, starting the 4th period of the first game of the Sieber Memorial. Thank you for joining us, everyone, on Chucker TV. I'm Steve Lane. I'm with Cale Newman, and we are about to start the second half of the first game of the Sieber Memorial. Dundas taking on Santa Rita. 4 teams in this tournament. Everybody plays everybody. So each team getting 3 games. Top 2 teams going to the finals. And that is yet to be determined. I believe the date on that, Cale, you probably have it in your head when the finals of this tournament might be. And, of course, that all is due to weather.
That is correct. We have been very lucky so far this season. There's been some rain on the radar, but we've skirted by without having to reschedule much. This final for this one, I believe, is going to be not this coming Sunday, but 3 Sundays from now, I believe.
Okay.
And don't quote me on that, because that, as you know, that could change.
Things are always subject to change in polo.
And as you mentioned before, we don't actually have the rest of this schedule yet. The reason for that is when we got the final team entered, these 2 teams had already spoken to us and said we can play early if we can. And, you know, it's always nice to be able to schedule a game early if possible, because, as you know, things get backed up. And so the rest of the schedule should be out. I want to have it out by the end of the day, but it might not come until tomorrow.
Okay. But folks can stay tuned to gcpolo.com, and the daily game schedule is on there.
Let me know when you're ready,
And
Steve. Let me know when you're ready.
that is subject to change. And but you know what? You can go to gcpolo.com and you can get the daily game schedule, and then you know when to tune in on Chucker TV.
That's correct. And we also have a cool new feature this year at Grand Champions Polo Club. We have the text hotline.
Go ahead.
The text hotline is a automated text service that you can sign up for right there on gcpolo.com, and you'll get a text either the night before or maybe the morning of with a link to Chucker TV telling you what games and the time. So we're back in action here. Juan Bellini muscling his way through here, trying to keep control. Now he gets a hold of that, able to make a full swing, sends a pass out in front here, comes up just enough for Bobby Gary to get there. Bobby Gary, short little shot, and then a powerful shot towards the goal, trying to get back to it, unable to do so. Now Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito de Narvaez. Down there, dangerously close to that end line. Paquito, bad luck there. That one's going to go wide.
Paquito picking up the loose ball there in front of the goal, shooting towards goal, but a tough angle. That ball was very close to the back line, so not giving him a very big window to shoot at.
Now, back in from the knock-in. Up here with the pass to Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Sarah drops in, picks up the ball. Keeping cool, calm, and collected going down the field. That ball takes a little hop. A couple players override, and now it's going to be de Narvaez. Paquito trying to keep control here, but it's going to be Facetta now. Or no, that's Robertito Zeta. Zeta. Not quite the shot he was looking for. Leaves that one behind here. Paco de Narvaez coming in, picking up the broken play. Paco with a short pass up here for Paquito. Paquito now up to Bobby Gary. Bobby Gary unable to get to that ball. Now it's going to be Facetta. Mariano Facetta with the number 3 for Dundas. Picks up the ball. Looking across field. He's got Zeta on the move. Robertito Zeta comes together, though, with Juan Bellini. Bellini got a hold of that ball, but it's going to be picked up here by Sarah Siegel-Magnus over there close to the far boards. Sarah gets around Juan Bellini. Bellini coming up, picking up that broken play. Sarah was unable to get back to that ball. Now it's going to be down on the far sideboards. Only one there is going to be Mariano Facetta. Facetta picks up that ball. Ooh, bad luck. Miscues, left that one behind, and now Paco de Narvaez holds on to it for just a second. Umpires say use it. Now he's got players in motion downfield. Paco de Narvaez sends a huge shot downfield looking for Paquito on the near side. What a beautiful approach shot, but just off angle. Bad luck on that one. What a beautiful shot, though, on the near side.
That was a nice setup play from father to son right there. And Paquito gets the first shot off and tries the second shot through the goal. Unable to do so, so we're going to have another knock-in by Dundas. And we've got a quick whistle right here. I think maybe a player found something on the field right there. Is going to ask the umpire to take a hold of this. Might be his goggles. Not sure, so we'll redo that. Even though the ball was brought in play, we certainly don't want to penalize.
You're going to re-hit there, Steve. We just had timeout for
Dundas.
They were calling tack timeout.
Yeah, they were calling tack timeout before the ball was brought into play. So Dundas will regroup and we'll start with a knock-in.
So a little bit of mulligan there on that knock-in. Here comes Sarah Siegel-Magnus dropping in perfectly here, picking up the play. She's got Juan Cruz Marcos coming in behind here. Ooh, bad luck. Juan Cruz Marcos unable to get to that ball. Now it's going to be Paco de Narvaez. Paco trying to dig this one off the sideboards. Paco de Narvaez gets the ball off the boards, turns it facing the right direction now, sends a pass out in front. He's got Bobby Gary all by himself out in front here. Zeta coming in to apply some pressure. Bobby Gary picks up the ball. Not quite the shot he was looking for, but coming in with the cleanup position is Paquito. He sends a shot down towards the goal mouth. Not the angle he was looking for. Had the distance, but it's going to go wide to the left-hand side.
345.
And here we go. We have the umpires blowing the whistle, stopping the action with just about 3:45 left to go here. And I believe this is going to be our courtesy change for Chucker number 4.
This is, and of course it's down by the Dundas tent, so Santa Rita will have to do a little bit of a jog down to get on some fresh legs. And Dundas is already changed, and only one player from Santa Rita chooses to get on a fresh mount. And then we'll continue action with a Dundas knock-in, and Paquito taking a cut shot towards goal, just not quite enough angle on it, so that ball about 15 yards wide to the left, but a nice attempt by Paquito. And they are hammering at that back line and that goal line. Still 5-5. Nobody able to score here halfway through the first of the fourth period of play. Once again, don't forget to join us this afternoon at 4 o'clock for the third game of the $100,000 World Cup. And I'm looking forward to that one.
Yes, Steve, that is going to be a battle from start to finish. I'm really looking forward to watching this game.
And after that game, that tournament will be halfway over. And as you said earlier, we should know one team that's going into the semifinals.
Yeah, so the winner of this afternoon's game will go on to play against Casablanca in the first semifinal.
That could be father against son there.
It could be, yeah, with Grant Genzi already sealing his spot in the semifinals, defeating Hawaii Polo Life the other day. So, ball back into play here off the knock-in. Look at that, nice pick up there by Paquito de Narvaez, but it's going to be intercepted here by Zeta. Robertito Zeta sends a pass downfield for Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Juan Bellini keeping a close watch on her, but leaving her unmarked is a bad move here. Sarah Siegel-Magnus tries to get a hold of that one and send it down towards the goal mouth, but it's going to go wide to the right-hand side.
She keeps finding those open spots out front, and of course her teammates doing a great job of sending the ball to her. And she has, she scored in the second chucker, so
she did.
Don't leave her alone.
Juan Bellini brings this one off the back line here for the knock-in. Bellini, his pass over to the far sideboards where a pack of players comes through. Where is that ball? Out in front here, Zeta grabs a hold of it, brings it over deep into the corner here. Zeta just about out of real estate down here. Zeta gets a turn back facing the right direction now. Robertito Zeta with possession. Winds up, sends a big pass downfield. Comes up just short of Sarah, but Juan Cruz Marcos in the perfect position to receive that pass. Juan Cruz Marcos needs to straighten this one up and bring it down towards the goal mouth. He leaves that one behind. Bad luck there. Juan Bellini coming in. Ooh, Bellini miscues, leaves that one behind, and Sarah coming in, stealing that ball back. And
Sarah finishes that play off, sending it through the goal on a little miscue by Juan. And Juan got hit in the back with Robert Tito's pass out of the corner, and we saw him grabbing his back on the way. That might have had something to do with that shot. At least we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. You know, Juan Bellini, he's a tough guy, but, you know, you get tagged in the back with a ball, it's going to hurt even the toughest of guys.
Oh, it'll leave colors that don't exist in the rainbow. But Juan's tough. Still holding his side and his back there just a little bit. But he's able to regroup. Going back to the bowl end, calling Bobby Gary back. So, and we're going to have a tack adjustment here for Mariano Facetta going to the Dundas camp, and Bobby Gary's going to do the same. So a little break in the action right here, but a nice game. Dundas once again taking the lead here halfway through the fourth period with a score of 6-5.
Just about a minute and a half remaining, just over a minute and a half, I should say, remaining here in Chucker number 4.
Time out for a horse. You gotta train Bobby's horse.
And, you know, I bet Bellini's happy about this little break right here.
Yeah, I bet he is. Gets some time. Look at him. He's still rubbing his back here, so feel bad for Juan. He was just there, didn't see the ball coming, and luckily it wasn't a complete laser line drive. It had a little bit of loft to it, but still, it's going to put a sting right
Gonna
there.
put a sting. Not quite a Texas polo tattoo, but
not far from it. So Juan, the man in the pink helmet, playing back for the team in purple, Santa Rita.
So we have Facetta back to the lineup. Bobby Gary making his way back over as well. As we mentioned, this is Bobby Gary's first tournament game of the season, so he's probably still getting a little cobwebs out. He's doing a fantastic job out there playing the number 1 position, though. We've got a 1-goal difference on the board. Dundas took back the lead. They were trailing by 1 a couple of times earlier in the match, and now they are on top by 1 with just over a minute and a half remaining here in Chucker number 4. We got all the teams back to the bowl-in. And umpire Ayala puts that one back on the ground. Goes all the way through the back of the pack here. Picked off by Facetta, Mariano Facetta. He's got Juan Bellini here keeping a close watch on him. Facetta, short little shot. Out in front here for Robertito Zeta. Zeta not able to get all of that ball, but he's able to recover. Ooh, bad luck. I think that was kicked by a pony. And it's going to be picked off there by Paco de Nervai, who sets up Paquito. Paquito unable to get there, and Juan Bellini in the cleanup position coming in behind on the sideboards. Bellini. Juan Bellini winds up, sends a pass downfield. He's got players in motion. Paquito de Nervai. Or that's Paco de Nervai, rather. Paco de Nervai, 6 goals. Gets it done and puts another point on the board, tying us back up here at 6 goals apiece.
Paco outriding Mariano Facetta on that play. Takes a little approach shot to it, and then about a 45-yard shot at a slight angle right through the goal. And there is our first warning horn, so that is going to end Chucker number 4. What a nice game we've got going on. Foul-free, back and forth, up and down the field. All 8 players involved in this game. Stay with us for the next 2 periods right here on Chucker TV. for joining us, everyone, on Chucker TV. I'm Steve Lane. I'm with Cale Newman, and we are about to get underway the 5th period of play here in the first game of the Sieber Memorial. Dundas taking on Santa Rita, and it's all tied up right here, starting the 5th period of play with 6 goals apiece. Kind of a foul-free game, and all 8 players involved. Sponsors playing very, very well. And this is Cale. This is just kind of polo. We've talked about it when we were off the air about the kind of polo that we like to watch.
That's correct. So out of this bowling, coming out with the ball is going to be Paco de Narvaez, first one to receive this one for Santa Rita. Gets a hold of that one, sends it back. Not quite the shot he was looking for, as Dundas players all over that. Sarah, now Juan Cruz Marcos, and now it's going to be Mariano Facetta with the ball. Facetta. He's got Zeta over here. Nice little flip shot to Zeta from Facetta. Now, Robertito Zeta winds up, sends it down towards the goal, but it goes just wide to the right-hand side. Bad luck on that one. We're going to have a knock-in here for the team in purple, Santa Rita.
Juan Bellini been taking these knock-ins all day long, and I thought that shot looked a little bit better. I don't know if the wind grabbed that at the last minute, but anyhow, here is Santa Rita.
Bellini off the back line, sends it back into the playing field. Trying to find one of his teammates here. Paco de Narvaez picks it up, sends it all the way past the whole pack of players. Sarah and Bobby Gary come together. Nice play there by Sarah, keeping Bobby away from that ball. But Paquito gets a hold of that one and sends it up here for Bobby Gary. Bobby having a little trouble with the bouncing ball. Sarah coming in. Couldn't quite reach that ball. Zeta overrides. Now it's going to be Juan Cruz Marcos. Setting up Robertito Zeta. Zeta sends a pass down in front here for his number 1, Sarah Siegel-Magnus. Sarah doing a nice job, keeping cool, calm, and collected, working her way down the field. Nice little pass up here to Zeta. Robertito Zeta. Zeta left that one behind, and it's going to be picked off here by Paco de Narvaez. I lost that ball.
Yeah.
Paco trying to find, I think he was looking for Bellini, but it's going to be Juan Cruz Marcos now, and the whistle sounds, stopping the action.
Yeah, a little right-of-way violation there is what it looked like from here. Juan Bellini jumped on that line, grabbed the right-of-way, and of course Dundas player playing the ball on the near side but crossing over the right-of-way after the shot. So I think we're probably going to have a penalty 5A from the spot here, and we did hear umpire Schwetz say right-of-way violation, so that's exactly what we've got, Cale. A penalty 5B from the spot in favor of Santa Rita.
Violation there. Great goal there by Francisco behind my back. I was running away from the play.
With the penalty number 5 here, Juan Bellini sends this one back into play. Short little pass up here for Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez picks it up, sends it downfield. Further down the field, he's got Paquito on the move. Can he get there? Not this time. Sarah Siegel-Magnus was able to disrupt that play just enough, and now it's going to be Juan Cruz Marcos. Ooh, Juan Cruz Marcos unable to get back to that ball. Paco de Narvaez comes up with it. Paco had to wait for Sarah to clear it now. Paco de Narvaez sends a shot towards the goal and breaks the tie. 7-6 now the score. Santa Rita back on top. And now we head back to center field for another bowl-in on the officials.
So Paco picking up that ball across the goal, able to do a tail shot through the goal after Sarah clears, and that is Paco's second goal of the game. One in the 4th, one here in the 5th. Santa Rita up by 1.
Umpire Ayala has a clean lineup, puts that ball back on the ground, skirts through the back of the pack here, picked up now by Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito up to Father Paco. Paco working his way. He's hot. He's had 2 goals in the past 2 chuckers. Now he's trying to get some more here. Deep neck shot. Not quite the angle he was looking for. And that one's going to go wide to the right-hand side.
Give me a the time, guys, over there. Let me know.
3:40.
3:40, it's time.
And there we have the umpires blowing the whistle, Stopping the action here, just about 3:40 left to go here in Chucker number 5. This is going to be our courtesy change. So we'll allow.
And I think things were heating up just a little bit. Robert Tito Zeta was not going to cut Paco de Narvaez any slack on that goal shot.
So nobody needed that courtesy change. Everyone is all good here. So action continues. Out in front here, the number 2, Juan Cruz Marcos. Ooh, bad luck. That ball took a funny hop. Sarah Siegel-Magnus, though, in the cleanup position, picks up the ball, drags it forward. Sarah, nice little centering shot. Can't she get back to this one? Sarah, unable to get back to that ball. Now it's going to be picked off by Paquito. Now, Facetta. Mariano Facetta, and the whistle sounds.
You have a little bit of a turning violation right there against Facetta, and Paco de Narvaez jumping on that line right away. Not a big enough gap to allow the Dundas player to turn the ball, so we will have a penalty 5A from the spot, I do believe. Although Dale Schwitz is picking up the ball, and Frankie's going to drop one at center. I guess they see the open field right there, and of course, you know, as an umpire, extend that play on out. Where would the player have been had he not been fouled? But change of possession is a big argument right here. So Santa Rita got a little bit of wind at their back, up by 1 goal, waiting for all the other players to come back, and we'll see. Juan Bellini's going to tee this ball up. He's been taking the knock-ins. We haven't had many foul shots, but he's satisfied with the position of the ball. Let's see if he uses the wind to his advantage or whether he is going to work the ball downfield a little bit and then release it to a purple shirt.
Juan Bellini elects to hit from the spot, sends it down the field here. Not quite the shot he was looking for as it's intercepted here by Zeta. Robert Tito Zeta picks up the ball, working his way down the field. Zeta keeping this ball moving down towards that goal. Juan Cruz Marcos coming in to take care of Bellini, but Zeta, not what he wanted to have happen. That ball goes wide. So we'll have another knock-in.
A missed opportunity for Dundas. Robert Tito Zeta making a nice run down the field. Just shanks that ball a little bit to the right on the last shot. And like I say, Cale, speed picking up here just a little bit here in the 5th period of play.
Yeah, here comes Juan Bellini. Bellini sends a shot off to the left-hand side. Following up his own shot here, sending it down the field. Not quite the distance needed to get a hold of one of his teammates. Couple players come together, and the whistle sounds, stopping the action once again here.
Yeah, it looked like we had Santa Rita player meeting the ball or waiting on the ball on the wrong side when Mariano Facetta was trying to meet. The 2 umpires are radioed up and can communicate from a distance out on the field, so I believe we are going to have a penalty in favor of Dundas. Question is penalty 4, penalty 3. My vote, I think, would be a 3 because Mariano Facetta had an open field there, but they are going to drop it at the penalty 4 line, it looks like. And they have, so umpires communicating, and of course there was not much speed on that play. So hence, maybe the umpires feel penalty 4 is appropriate here at this time, and this is going to be a tough shot for Dundas. The wind kind of blowing from their right to their left. So I would think that they would try and aim for that right post and let the wind carry it on through. And it looks like Robert Tito Zeta will do the duties for Dundas.
Tracy, how much time?
How did he know that?
No idea. Zeta with the shot. Goes wide to the right-hand side. I think he tried to use that wind to his advantage, but just put a little bit too much to the right, and it was not able to get all the way across into the goal mouth. Bad luck on that one. So here comes Juan Bellini once again with a knock-in for Santa Rita. Bellini taps this one back into play. Juan Bellini Sends a pass off to his right-hand side, looking for Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez picks up the play. Sends it down the field here. He's got his son, Paquito. Paquito releases that ball downfield. Zeta, though, coming in and not allowing Paquito to get on that ball. Zeta gets a hold of the ball, gets it turned back, facing the right direction now. Zeta. He's got players in motion downfield. Sends a pass up here for Juan Cruz Marcos. Juan Cruz Marcos picks it up, sends it up, looking for Sarah Siegel Magnus. Sarah keeping control over this ball, working her way down towards the goal mouth. Sarah Siegel Magnus, can she get it done? Beautiful run there by Sarah. And she gets another point on the board. I believe that is her third on the day.
Yes, and what a nice play by Sarah. She had to check up to allow that ball to drop on the ground and then settle. And what an approach shot. I mean, she hit that angled shot straight to the goal. We were looking right down the line. Puts it right in front of the goal for an easy tap through to finish the play. And we'll have a whistle, just waiting on one Dundas player to come on back. The horn was about to sound, but so it looks like we'll get a bowl in here with about 32 seconds left on the clock, with a bowl in from umpire Ayala.
And there's that warning horn just a second after the ball hits the ground here. So under 30 to play. Paco de Narvaez picks up the ball. Paco drags it forward, now slaps a shot over to the far sideboards where he has Paquito coming in, trying to get there, but Facetta gets there as well. Mariano Facetta and Paquito fighting for possession here. Facetta. Now Zeta. With possession here, there's the double horn. That's all she wrote for Chucker number 5. Chucker 5 ends all tied up once again here with 7 goals on the board.
A lot of work going on here in the first 5 periods of play for an even score. That's the way we started the game, and that's not the way we're going to finish, but that's the way we're going to start the 6th period of play when we come back with Chucker TV for the final period of regulation play in the Sieber Memorial. Once again, thank you for joining us, everyone, on Chucker TV. And we are at the Grand Champions Polo Club watching the first game of the Sieber Memorial 12-goal tournament, second 12-goal tournament of the Grand Champions season 2021. And just waiting on a few players to get back on the field, and we will finish this 6th period of regulation play. And a very nice game to watch, very nice game to listen to, and kind of foul-free. We've only had, 3 fouls this game, Cale?
I believe so.
So, great sportsmanship by both teams.
Yeah,
and,
very good polo. We've been talking about this the whole game. It's like after that first chucker, you know, it was such a beautiful first chucker of play, and we've had very few fouls, and you know, a lot of really good plays, working both sides of the field, up and down, and all knotted up at 7 goals apiece, going into the 6th and final chucker of regulation time.
Everybody's been kind of friendly and respectful of each other through these first 5 periods of play. Let's see if this 6th chucker is going to be the same.
You know, things could change in this 6th chucker. You know, someone's got to take home the W. So we got the umpires, have the teams lined up here, ready to get underway. We ended with the double horn. So we're going to start with the bowl in here from the center to the boards. Coming out of there with it is going to be Bellini. Gets a hold of that one, sends it out. No one quite there to receive it, though. It's going to be the umpire's whistle stopping the action.
Okay, a whistle right there on the play. Paquito on one side of the line, and Robertito Zeta turning the ball with Bellini on his hip. So the umpire's marching towards that Dundas goal. And we will see, it looks like a penalty 4 in favor of Dundas. The wind at Robertito's back just a little bit, blowing from his left to his right, and you can see the flags in the background. And actually, we did a little study here a couple of weeks ago. The question was, how many flags are there? And one person counted 108, and of course, Stephanie Schwetz counted 109. I saw one flagpole that was about 6 inches shorter than the rest, so I said 108 and a half.
I like it.
I was third man on that play.
Steve Lane, third man. You're my favorite third man, Steve. So here comes Zeta. Sends that one down. It goes wide. Bad luck there. Goes wide to the right-hand side. So Juan Bellini back there behind the ball, ready to send this one back into play with the knock-in for Santa Rita. Bellini taps this one back onto the playing field. Bellini off to the left-hand side, sends a pass over, looking for one of the De Narvaez, but it's going to be Zeta. Robertito Zeta picks up the ball, digs it off the sideboards. He's got Paquito here on his hip. Zeta. Ooh. Zeta still with possession. Working his way through, trying to muscle through the pack of players. Robertito Zeta. And that ball still live. Gets stolen out of there by a Santa Rita player. Now it's going to be Juan Cruz Marcos. Trying to keep this one going. Juan Cruz Marcos escorts that one right between the uprights. Puts a point on the board, breaking the tie. 8-7 now the score. And Juan Cruz Marcos picking up his. That is
First.
That is Juan Cruz Marcos' first goal of the day. He's been a workhorse out there. Not scoring many goals, but making really smart plays out there on the field. A lot of defensive plays. And now he has found the score sheet. Is that everyone?
Yep.
And with Juan Cruz Marcos finding the score sheet now, all 4 Dundas players have found the goal mouth today. That's something that we always love to see. So here comes Paco De Narvaez. De Narvaez working his way down the field off to the right-hand side now. Deep neck shot coming. Ooh, not the shot he was looking for. As Zeta picks up the broken play and flips it over to Facetta. Mariano Facetta sends the ball up in front here looking for one of his teammates. He's got 2 players downfield. That ball off the playing field. Bad luck there. This is going to be a possession change.
And maybe the lucky break here that Santa Rita needed with the wind at their back a little bit. Umpire Schwetz counts 8 seconds, calls play. Bellini very quickly puts the ball back in play, and here is Juan sending a pass down the field looking for a teammate.
Bellini's pass comes up a little short of a teammate here, and it's going to be picked off by Zeta now. Robertito Zeta sends a ball across field. He's got Sarah Siegel Magnus coming in, dropping in on the play. Sarah working her way down the field. Sarah Siegel-Magnus doing a fantastic job. Keeping, ooh, bad luck there. That one got kicked by a pony. Now coming up with it is going to be Bellini. Bellini unable to make contact with that ball, but Paco finds it over here along the boards. Sends a pass down along the boards, finding Bobby Gary. Gary doing a nice job so far. He's found the score sheet a couple times today. Can he do it again? Bobby Gary unable to keep control over that ball. Now Zeta coming in on the action here for Dundas. Zeta deep into the corner here. He's got Paquito de Narvaez here, keeping a close watch on him. Paquito coming up with the ball. They are as deep in the corner as they possibly can be down here. Paquito and Zeta. Ooh, bad luck.
Closer, Frankie.
Unable to get a hold of that ball. What's going to happen here?
And it looks like it might have gone over the back line there.
They blew a whistle.
I did. Though we have a whistle on that play. Okay.
3:30 left, 3:30, so courtesy horse change.
So the whistle has gone, and we are going to allow our final courtesy horse change of the game. And it doesn't look like anybody is going.
One more run, then a courtesy change. Okay, here we go.
I stand corrected. We're going to do one more run and then the courtesy change. So apparently nobody needed the change just yet, so we'll offer it again in a couple of plays. Coming in, Zeta. Robertito Zeta smacks that ball downfield, trying to find one of his teammates here. He's going to find Facetta. Mariano Facetta. Ooh, bad luck there. Facetta loses the handle on that one, but Zeta coming down the line in the cleanup position sends it further up the field. First one on the ball, though, is going to be Juan Bellini. Bellini sends a shot into a pack of players picked off here by Dundas. Juan Cruz Marcos working his way down. Ooh, bad luck there. Not what he wanted to have happen. And coming across is Mariano Facetta, and what a beautiful shot there and a beautiful goal, putting Dundas up by 2 now. 9-7 the score.
By 2, and a nice open back shot from the offside for Zeta, sending it right on through. So we'll come back and we'll do our courtesy horse change at this point in time. And time not on the favor of Santa Rita. So a couple of players electing to come back on fresh ponies. We'll see if that makes a difference for Santa Rita and Dundas.
Jason.
$229.
So with just about 2.5 minutes remaining as we wait for our remaining players to get back out on the field. 2 goals. I don't know if they can do it.
2 goals with 229.
It's possible.
It's possible,
but it's going to be tough.
Because let's talk about coming back to the bowling after a goal is scored. That takes anywhere from 25 to 33 seconds. So there's part of that 2 minutes gone right there. And then they would have time to score. Should Santa Rita be able to score 2 goals in a row, they'd have time for the second one. And of course, let's not forget about the whistle going if a foul occurs.
That is true.
So,
like I said, it is definitely possible, but it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, and actually they're going to be going into the wind at this point too. So a little bit of a disadvantage there for Santa Rita. But hey, I've got faith. They can do it. And like I say, things have picked up a little bit here in the 6th period, and now a Santa Rita player just notices a little bit of a tack problem. So we'll see if he
Paquito
changes.
de Narvaez got back out there and then realized he did need a tack adjustment. So, no problem.
So it looks like he's going to stay on this pony, but just adjust the bandage or tendon boot right there. Fresh pony he's on. And what a great day for polo. In the low 80s here, about 83, 84 degrees, about a breeze of 15 miles an hour, and what a difference from yesterday. A little bit cold. That wind was a little bit cold, and of course that's nothing compared to the people up in the northeastern part of the United States.
I am not going to complain about the weather here, but I will say the wind was whipping yesterday.
Oh, yeah, it was whipping, and we were 2 games yesterday, and, having the heat on the way in the morning and heat on the way home, the air conditioner in the afternoon. But things are fantastic today, and a little bit of a cold front coming through here in the next few days. But once again, we are a lot luckier than a lot of people.
That is correct. And because we're lucky, we get to have all of this wonderful polo, and we get to broadcast it to you viewers at home who are hopefully staying warm inside. So this ball put back on the ground here, and Paco de Nervay sends the pass out in front here, looking for Paquito. Paquito de Nervay drops in, picks it up, working his way down, trying to keep control. Called off now by his father. Paco sends a shot down, unable to get to that ball. Paquito couldn't get there. Now it's going to be Zeta. Robertito Zeta sends a back shot, trying to set up Faceta. But it's going to be Paco de Nervay. Paco sends a shot, and that one squeaks right inside the right post. What a nice shot there. They trail by just 1 point now.
By just 1. We talked about that time frame coming up.
Yep.
And you know what? A quick goal right here or a possible foul out of the bowling or even down by their goal will put 2 9s on the board.
Yeah, and they're going to have the wind to their advantage this time. Wind to their back going towards the goal. So Santa Rita definitely needs to win this bowling. That ball scoots all the way through the back of the pack, and it's going to be won here by Zeta. Robertito Zeta with possession, working down the field. Zeta keeping control here. Robertito Zeta sends a beautiful shot towards the goal. Off angle, had the distance, went wide to the right-hand side, but you know what? At this point, he's eating up the clock.
Yeah, that clock is chewing away time that Santa Rita definitely needs. So Santa Rita has to do some quick work.
Here
and, of course, we do play out that 30 seconds here in the 6th period.
Yep.
So here is Santa Rita on the attack.
Bellini, his pass down to Paco de Nervay. De Nervay with a pass up the field. Bad luck there. Goes through the pack of players. Ooh, but look at this. Paquito able to pick it up. No one downfield, though, to receive that pass. It's going to be picked off here by Faceta. Mariano Faceta gets the ball turned back, facing the right direction now. Unleashes a shot downfield. Less than 30 seconds left to play out. Juan Bellini with the ball. Juan Bellini sends a pass over here, looking for one of his teammates here. Paquito trying to get there, unable to find the ball. And now it's going to be Zeta. Robertito Zeta miscues, leaves that one behind. Now Juan Cruz Marcos. Juan Cruz sends it down the field, looking for Sarah Siegel Magnus. Sarah working her way down the field, and Bellini coming up with the ball, but I don't think they have enough time. Nope, there goes the double horn. What a game that was. Congratulations to Dundas on their victory here today.
First victory here in the Sieber Memorial. Dundas edging out Santa Rita by 1 goal. And you're exactly right. What an enjoyable game to watch. Nice friendly game. And the first of the Sieber Memorial. Second game in the 12 goal. And of course Dundas winning the first 12 goal, the limited edition 12 goal series. So stay with us. Don't forget to join us at 4 o'clock on Chucker TV for Game 3 of the $100,000 World Cup. On behalf of Cale Newman, the Chucker TV family, and the Grand Champions Polo Club, I'm Steve Lane, and we'll sign off for now, but stay tuned with us at 4 o'clock.